I'm shook. Like, I'm literally shook. It's like all this nonsense that's going on online. Please, let's stop it for a little bit. Just stop it. I'm sick and tired of black people trying to play the victim every single time. I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm upset about it. First of all, like, we're always out here complaining about racism, yet we are racist among each other. I don't know if that's even the word to use. Like, we are so much colorist among each other. I'm seeing all this trending on social media, and they're saying they're all coming for Black Chyna and how she's selling bleaching products in Nigeria and how she decided to launch it in Nigeria. But guys, think about it. If people are really against it, why would everything be sold out in less than a week? Yes, everything sold out in less than a week. So that means there's people consuming all that bleaching cream or whatever it is that people are using. All of you guys should just hold it and just stop judging. Let's not judge the people that bleach. Let's judge the reasons that make these people bleach. Me, growing up in an African family, in a Zambian family especially, Zambians are very, very, very racist among each other. Colorism, is that what you call it? I don't know, but whatever. I grew up, not maybe it's the camera that's making me look light, but I'm actually pretty dark skinned. Like, I grew up with a lot of discrimination, segregation within my community, within my own family and friends. Everybody was just like, why you so dark? You look like a tire, you know, a tire for your cars. They called me all sorts of names. Blackie.com, Akabundi. I'm gonna put the translation down there because I don't even know what it means. Tabucha. I was called Tabucha. You know what that means? That means it will never be day. It will always be night because of my skin tone. I won't lie to you. I have tried to bleach several times in my life because it was part of my insecurities. It's only recently that I started like accepting who I really am. So just that mental torture that I went through with my own community, yet you come out here and condemn people who bleach. I'm not saying bleaching is right, but let's try to tackle all these things starting from the root cause, not the result. You cannot take care of the result. You need to take care of the causes. All problems, this is how all problems are supposed to be solved. You can't just come out here and call out people, hey, you're bleaching, you're doing this, you're doing that. In our Zambian society, even just men, yeah, I think men play a very important role. Men are like, I prefer a toy tomato, you know. That's what they call the light-skinned girls. Even when I was growing up, it was just like I'm on the ugly side of the spectrum because I was darker. I felt that way all my life. So all these people who bleach, like, you can't blame them if our society forces them to bleach. Go to the roots and take care of the root causes. Then you will produce different results. Don't expect different results when society is totally going in the opposite direction. Let us start from our own people's mentality. I hear in Somalia there's songs that are produced just to praise lights. If you're darker skin, you're considered as an outcast. This is a universal thing. I don't know, how does this whole thing work? Why people want to become darker, so they tan their skin. Black people want to become lighter, so they lighten their skin. I don't know, because it seems we all want to come to like an average or want to be like each other. But then when you look at Asians are like in the middle of the spectrum, but they bleach too. Yes, Chinese girls and some guys bleach too. I was happy last week with President Kagame of Rwanda. That man, I know some of you might consider him as a dictator, but he's done more good than harm to that country. He recently banned bleaching cream in Rwanda after a post, after a girl, like, he literally replied to a tweet from a Rwandese girl, and he's like, okay, we're gonna take care of it. Like, oh my god, it's just so disappointing. Like, guys, stop the oppression. Let us create an environment where our children will be comfortable in their skin, our parents, our sisters, and everybody. Let us create an environment that everyone will be comfortable in their own skin. But one thing I noticed is that after I left Zambia, people say,
oh, when you go out, you're gonna experience all this racism and blah 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 blah.
But actually, I've grown to love myself more that I am out of the country. Do you see how confused or how insane that is? Instead of you loving yourself more in the presence of your own people, you love yourself more in the presence of others. Because after coming here, I got people that appreciated me for who I am. Others go to extremes. They go to extremes and say they're not gonna marry a black, dark-skinned woman because they don't want to have dark babies. Nigga, how about you? How about your mom? Let's create an environment where we empower darker skinned women. The same way you release songs singing about light skinned women, do the same way for dark skinned women. I know some people hide behind the narrative of, oh, I've got a preference, it's just a preference. Fuck that shit. You know that shit is not real. You hate yourself, so you wanna wipe yourself out and, you know, cleanse yourself so that your children do not go through the same oppression. And I understand that because that's one thing I went through myself. Like, I can date anybody, don't get this twisted. I can date any race or whatever, but I reached a point in my life where I said, I'm done with this and I'm only gonna date white men because I want my children not to go through what I'm going through. Do you know how fucked up that is? No, seriously, think about it. Zambians, Africans, black people all over the world, I call upon your name. Let us be more kind to ourselves and love ourselves more, because if we don't, ain't nobody cares. Just think twice. I'm done. You have watched this video till the end. What next? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Support your girl right here. Share, like, comment. Give your opinion down there. Let's see what we can do with your comment. Okay, no. Okay, just let me be cool. Subscribe and comment.